Hi everyone, I am going to be swatching some inks today. In my last video, I had a few of you say that you would like to see the inks swatched. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have mostly Robert Oster inks. I have actually never used Robert Oster before, and this is the first time that I am sampling them at all. So I am going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I am going to try and fit all of my samples on the one page. We will see how that goes. This is Robert Oster African Gold. And I'm pretty much going to be doing the browns today. I did all the greens, I think 2 days ago, I think. So I just kind of want to do them by color to see how they all look together. A lot of them are pretty similar, so I just kind of want to test them all out together in order to see which ones I gravitate to the most. I am also going to like fast forward this or just edit out any parts so this isn't too long and boring. So I'm gonna write Robert Oster African Gold. I am using my glass dip pen, and I've figured out a way to use it that isn't so horrible for me. That is so beautiful. I have my towel here that I am cleaning my glass dip pen off. And then I just have my bowl of water I'm dipping into so I can clean this. But I have figured out how I like to hold this. It is so long that it's kind of cumbersome, and I can't actually hold it with the proper pincher grasp. So I hold it like I used to hold my pens, like this, and I have better control over it. It doesn't matter so much how long it is. So I'm just gonna go with that. Next up is Robert Oster Gold Antica. All right, I really like how these inks shade so well. They're so gorgeous. And I kind of want these for that shading property. And I'm trying to broaden my horizons because I've been so attracted to sheening and even some shimmery inks, but mostly sheening. And I really want some nice shading ones. So Gold Antica, I think that's how you say it. And I did get all of these from Vaness. In the past, I have only purchased samples from Goulet Pens, and I've been stalking other sites just to see what all of the different pen sites have to offer. And on Vaness, they just have, oh my gosh, so many inks with so many sample options. So sorry about the car. I have my window open because we're finally not getting any rain. So this one is like obviously shimmery. It's the Sistine Brown. Oh, it's Organic Studio, that's why. Okay. Yeah, and Vaness also had Organic Studio inks that I had not previously seen anywhere else. Well, like Goulet and Jet Pens, because those were my main go-to places. Whoa, this is going to be intense. Okay, so I'm trying not to go over the allotted space that I have so that all of these will fit together. I will also, you know, just like keep sampling these as I see what they look like. I may want to see other ones, you know, closer together or something. So that's what this notebook is for. I'm just going to keep sampling stuff and have fun and decide what I want to ultimately buy. I don't own any of these colors in full-size bottles, so I'm excited to grow my collection through this. Sistine Brown. Okay, yeah, I just needed more experience with this glass pen for sure. It's much more manageable now. There were so many of you that had such great suggestions in my last video. I'll have it linked below. It's the only video I have where I talk about the current fountain pens I own and the inks that I currently own, which is not very much. I still consider myself a beginner in all of this, and I'm just exploring all these things for the first time. But I am so enjoying this. I never thought that I would find any kind of pleasure out of swatching inks, playing with inks, really sampling them. So this has been, what am I doing? Well, this has been super, super fun. And so many of you had said to just take my time and really enjoy it. And in that last video, I was complaining about this glass dip pen, and you guys had suggested the Moon Man, is how you say it? Moon Man glass. Well, it's a pen, but it can be fitted with a proper fountain pen nib, or it also has a glass nib option. And I'm buying vintage fountain pens right now, so I really need to save my money and put it towards that instead of trying to buy all of these other bits and bobs. And since I have this pen, I just told myself that I need to make it work. I need to just experiment with it and play with it. And oh, these are so pretty. But thank you so much for all of your really wonderful suggestions. As I predicted, so many of you are so much more knowledgeable about fountain pens and inks and all of these things than I am. I am just dipping my toes into all of this, and it just takes me so long to do anything. And but that's okay. When the time is right, then you know. This one is, okay, so this one was Robert Oster Toffee. This one is the Robert Oster Golden Brown. I just really want a good brown ink. I think the only browns that I have tried were, oh, this is nice. I tried the J Urban, and I actually have that swatched over here. I'll do like a flip through and a close-up of all of this stuff once it's all done and dried. So what is this one? Golden Brown. Golden Brown. But I really want a nice brown color, and I'm buying vintage fountain pens. Well, I mean, I just have one. But I would love to expand that collection for sure as I slowly learn about all of the options and the history and all of that. And I really want some nice kind of antique and earthy browns and green colors for that. All of my stuff is very shiny and shimmery, which I love, but not in an antique pen or a vintage pen, not at all. This one's looking, oh, well, this is copper. Okay, so golden brown is beautiful. This is copper, and it looks pretty maroon. Yeah, I do have a set of blues and some of these more maroon, purpley kind of colors that I will also be swatching, maybe in a different video. That one actually goes on pretty light. All right, sorry, you can probably hear my kids like stomping around and stuff. All right, Robert Oster Copper. All right, that one is probably not for me because it's just gonna look pink, I think. So we'll see. I won't make any rash decisions at this point. Oh, no. Okay. So we've got two more. I think I may do 2 more darker ones at the bottom, but I've got bronze and khaki, which I think this is going to lean more green. I've seen a lot of people swatch that. I'm really excited about it. I will say that Alicia at AdventureDenali and Kristina at Mrs. Mom, both on YouTube. I'll have their channels linked below, but I find their videos super inspiring, and honestly their content is what kind of gave me the kick in the butt really to start experimenting and playing with this and looking into vintage fountain pens. They have such beautiful collections and especially Alicia is just so knowledgeable about all of this stuff. So I'm really why did I close it? I'm really excited to finally be doing this stuff. So thank you, ladies. You've been such an inspiration. Robert Oster Khaki. Oh, this is a beautiful green. Okay. I will say that this nib on this glass pen does write with a very thick line, like medium to broad. And when I am putting it in any of my slightly smaller nibbed pens, they don't come out looking so dark and varied like that with lots of shading. They come out much lighter. So the ink isn't going to be as dynamic as that in any of my current pens. Except, I mean, I have some juicier ones, so I'll definitely have to put these in those. We shall see. Okay, so this is bronze. Oh my goodness. Wow, that looks like a forest green or something. That is really like saturated. Does that look like bronze? That don't look like bronze to me. It looks like a color I like though. Okay. Robert. Yeah, this is a super juicy ink. Oh, I really like that. Yeah, this one really, yep. I guarantee I'm gonna buy that in a full bottle. Oh my gosh, it dries so neat too. Wow. Very nice. Okay, so I have room. So these are pretty much all of the browns, even though that looks like pinks and greens and everything. So I'm gonna do these last two. This is Robert Oster Graphite and Motor Oil because I took up the right amount of space. Yay. Okay, let me clean my glass pen here. All right, so tell me, what is your favorite? I love when I clean these off because then all of the like secondary colors and everything start coming out. It's beautiful. I should probably flip this and get it a little more fresh. That looks pretty clean. All right, and let's do Motor Oil because this looks like it may have a greenish tinge to it. We will see. I need to be careful with that glass pen, Sarah. Okay. Motor oil. All right, so tell me where you like to buy your inks, like your go-to place. Oh, that has a bit of fuzz. Oh my gosh, I think I like that. Oh, way to soak it. Oh no. Oh my goodness. I think I like bronze better. It looks more like it has more depth and different coloring to it. Okay, motor oil. I do like that it has a green color to it. All right. Oh no, I should have wiped that off first. Okay, the last one is Graphite, which is just gonna be a, I guess a basic black kind of. When I saw the samples on the website, the way that they had swatched it, I tried to pick ones that looked like they had really cool shading, and maybe even you could see the secondary colors kind of coming through. Like this looks pink, but then it has like a darker purple, and I really wanted that. I love that quality. So all of these should have something like that going on. So Graphite, we'll see what this has. Ugh, I am a mess. This is so messy. Okay. Well, this looks almost like a blue undertone. What? Oh my gosh. It looks like teal almost. That's pretty cool. All right, let's write with it. Let's see what it looks like. Graphite. Oh my gosh, that looks really cool. So many choices. All right. Well, that's it. Let's give that a dry and then we'll look at everything. All right, I think we're all dried here. So we'll do some close-ups. I think I like the Robert Oster Gold Antica better than the African Gold. I like that it has a greenish tone to it. I'm not like a huge fan of yellows and oranges. So, and I like the way that one writes. All right. Organic Studio Sistine Brown. So that actually reminds me, it has a beautiful shimmer to it, but it very much reminds me of this one. But this one is very, has like a more maroon red tone to it. I just don't think I like that color. Toffee is super duper nice. I don't think I like golden brown. Maybe. I don't know. It just looks kind of gray or muddy a little. This is like way too pink for me. It doesn't even look like copper. Like, I don't even know what happened with that one. I really do love the way Khaki writes. Interesting. And then I don't think I like the bronze either, though. I know I said I liked it, but it looks kind of grayish and muddy. Kind of like this one looks a little grayish to me. I love motor oil and graphite. So, did I say I was gonna buy bronze? Geez, this is why you sample. This was so much fun. I love this. So this is just the GLP Creations, the Author Notebook from Amazon. It is 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. So I love that I'm using this as my little ink swatching and testing book. These are beautiful colors. This was supposed to be a brown page, but it just looks so colorful. This was stuff, I hadn't shown this, but these were samples that I had for forever, and I never actually swatched them out like this. So this is Diamine Golden Sands. Someone had suggested that, and it is stunning, but when I write with it, it doesn't actually come out this dark, and it's basically too light for me, depending on the pen. Diatramentis, this is supposed to be Indian blue copper. I don't like the color of this blue too much, but the shimmer is incredible. Lamy Azurite, it has a beautiful green sheen. Let me see if I can capture that. Oh, there it is, yeah. So it has a beautiful green sheen to it. However, I can never get it when I'm writing. These are all samples, by the way, from Goulet Pens. So I was a little disappointed in this because this is like this, which writes pretty broad, and I still could barely get it. And I definitely couldn't get it in any of my medium TWSBI Ecos. And then that one. And I showed on Instagram, these are the greens that I had previously swatched off camera. And it was super fun. I currently have eucalyptus leaf inked up in my vintage pen, but it writes super duper light. Like here, I guess the nib is a lot finer than medium. I really love this green black because it does definitely look black, but when it goes a little bit lighter in the shade, the green really comes out. So I'm very partial to that. And I thought I liked Crocodile Green, but I'm afraid that one is going to end up being a little too light for me. Melon Tea is stunning. I am probably gonna get that. I can see why I see so many people with that one. It is gorgeous. And then the River of Fire, which has a red sheen. Let's see if I can, there it is. You can kind of see it there. Very subtle and gorgeous, but I don't want repetitive inks. And my J. Urban Emerald of Chivor is fairly similar to that. It just has, it has a stronger red sheen and gold shimmer. So I'm pretty good with that. So that is it for me, you guys. I do have more. So these are all of the like purpley maroon type of colors. And then all of these up here are all of the blue colors. So I will be swatching these another time as well. I'll just kind of break up these videos. This was super fun. Thank you so much for all of your encouragement, guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye.